Hello again, friends! And you are our friends. And welcome to D&M Sports Break number 250, featuring hot products like 21-22 Spa, 22-23 Black Diamond, 23-24 Trilogy and Spagoo, 24-25 Synergy, and 25-26 Artifacts and Credentials. And your host, me! That's right, I've been here the entire time. We are ready for some fun here this week, as per the usual. Always fun, guaranteed laughter. That is a promise that we have here. Can we fulfill it? I don't know, but we're going to find out. We're going to vamp for a little bit as we wait for people to fill in, as per the usual. Aloha to you, Fredgy, and Tanner is here as well. I guess first things first, you fine folks, you're starting to put some numbers down. Why would you do such a thing? Well, if you can get a short printed number, or a number on a short printed card rather, you'll win a prize. So this is easy. So Tanner, you pick number 4. Let's say we pull a card number 4 of 10. As long as he has liked this feed, and of course he's picked number 4, he'll win a prize. It'll be that simple. If you're a first liner, you will get one of the prizes here in front of you by guessing that number and liking this feed. I'm very, very vain and I need your attention. Aloha to you, Evil. Whoever is the first liner to get the proper number, they'll get a 25-26 Parker's Hobby Pack. Any other first liners from there will get a 23-24 O-Pee-Chee Platinum Retail Pack. It would be essentially a blaster pack. If you're not a first liner, make sure you put your number down anyway, because you will still win a prize. It may not be quite as fancy as these prizes here in front of you, but we'll still make sure that you get something. And then the next question, am I a first liner? Well, to be a first liner, all you gotta do is join 3 out of 4 breaks. That is really the whole gimmick. And then going forward each month, we allow 1 week off, that type of thing. So if I read your name off, you are a first liner. We have Mosey, Sean, Trevor, Tanner, Bob, Fredgy, Julia, Hunter, Mark, and Mary, Andrew, Alex, Jeremiah, Kelly, and Downtown Dale Trites. So you guys are all first liners. And again, if you want to get in on that, just let us know. We will be doing our first liner draw next Sunday. So that will be posted next Sunday. Any of the names that I just read off, you guys will be involved in the draw, and you'll be getting some free stuff. We'll have a blaster or two, we'll have some hobby packs, we'll have some fun jams and jellies there available for everybody. That's a shame, Yvonne. I saw your name on the sheet afterwards. Stinks that I missed you by a few minutes, but next time we'll have to organize our schedule just a little bit better, you and I. No trades to announce. I'm starting to sense a theme with trades. I think every single time it's Vegas, it's Nashville, there's always like 4 or 5 teams that are just like, they're just skunkers. That's the way she goes. That can be why having multiple teams is nice, because you do have a little bit of safety net, if you will. If you got 3 teams, yeah, it sucks to get Seattle maybe, but if that also gives you Montreal, obviously you're not quite as upset. Very lastly, Mr. Positivity Yvonne is here, and aloha to you, Mosey and Jason and Donnie. Keep it positive, everybody. That is what you guys do best. When you see a nice card, go out of your say and say, hey, that's a really nice card. Because if you get a nice card, you'd probably like somebody to say to you, hey, that's a really nice card. So we have an interesting break this week, and next week's break is going to be completely different. It's pretty much the idea. I'm going to try not to laugh too much here today. So Dale, be on your best behavior. If I start laughing, I will have a bit of a cough. But if I don't laugh, I should be okay. But next week, we're going to do 2 of the brand new 25-26 Ultimate, 23-24 Premier, 25-26 O-Pee-Chee Platinum, and 22-23 SP Authentic. So we are loading it up, and this week is a little bit more quantity. Granted, you got a ton of products that have autos and whatever else, but a little bit more quantity this go, much more quality next week in terms of a quicker rip. But I mean, 2 Ultimate and a Premier with a Platinum and a Spa, that's pretty tough to beat, in my humble opinion. So, without any further ado, let's get rolling. We'll start off with our lone 24-25 product of the break, which will be your Synergy, your Synergistic, box number 68 for you superstitious folk out there. Aside from this, I have SP Authentic and Series 2 for 24-25. C'est tout. That's it. No more. So that is why we've been using Synergy the last couple weeks. And very affordable. Synergy is obviously the cheapest product that we are opening here today, so we're going to lead off with it. And in the past, we have had absolute crushers. We've had our Blaney McDonald 101. We've had our beautiful Tom Barrasso auto from the Cast for Greatness. We've had quite a bit of decent stuff, so we hope to continue that. And Tanner, that box flip is pour toi, mon ami. Alright. Only 3 cards per pack on average. Let's hop in and we'll see what we can find. Base card off the hop is a rookie Lane Hudson. That's a pretty good start in my humble opinion. We can definitely work with that. Hey there to you, Bob, and to you, Alex. Put him right there. We have Brendan Bryson, another rookie card, and we have Matt Boldy hiding behind that one with the new game insert. I was going to say parallel, but it's clearly not a parallel. They are called inserts. Sorry, it's my first day. Vancouver Canuck fans, look away. Everyone's least favorite moose out west, Mark Messier, in the Nuck jersey. We have our colorways featuring Brent Burns with beautiful clear-cut cards, and hiding behind that is an NHL Monuments with that beautiful, I'll say, lava pattern, if you will, of Sid the Not-So-Kid. By the way, we will be doing our rip and ship after the break. There is no specific rip and ship deal. So we are getting to the point where I just either I don't have enough product to really be able to, discount anymore to kind of move, or B, I'm at the point where it's, we have a box on the shelf for $200, and if I ever want to reorder it, it's going to cost me like $220 to do it. So it's like, well, I'm not going to nail the price up on you, but I also can't be giving it away at the same time. So we don't have a specific code, but we will allow the rip and ship to continue. So if it is something you want to take part in, same as usual. Go on the website, place an order. We'll open it for you on this very stream as soon as the break is done. After that commercial break, so we've got Sid the Not-So-Kid as mentioned, Wyatt Johnston, which I appreciate that logo in the background. Those are some of my favorite cards. And Liam Ogren rocking the away jersey. There's a rookie card there for Minnesota. Yes, Dennis, I will do that indeed, good sir. We'll give these guys some decent hits, and we'll keep it going with Maximilian Zuber. See, you ask, and I provide. Colorways, short print, that is Igor Shesterkin out of only 99 with the Matty Beniers new game. Beautiful blue on the colorways. I have my, let me see here. Ouch. Ouch, my fingers. There we go. Quite nice. If anybody out there is number 62, you know what to do. As long as you've liked the feed, you have won a prize. So a nice little shorty short there for the Rags. Who's got the old Rangers there? Number 12, Samuel. So Samuel, a newcomer here to the break. He's on the board with a short print for Igor. Igor. AM34, your first base card. Hiding there behind that. Guy Carbonneau getting some NHL impressions, and that is only out of $2.99 as well. There's a sneaky good Montreal hit. A little bit of the past and present colliding together, if you will. Bob has Montreal. Bob is a Montreal fan in general, so pretty good start for you there, Bobber. Getting not only a short print Guy, but getting a Lane Hudson base rock off the hop. And then Olin Zellweger, that is out of $4.99. Don't say his last name really quick. You could get in trouble with the wrong crowd. But 364 is the number we're looking for in addition to 260. I don't even know why I'm bothering because nobody's guessed 268, but it is 268. Aloha to you, Andrew. We're just getting started here. Roger Vachon. If only Scott Carson was in the break, he would absolutely adore to see that one. That is cool. Look at the mask. They don't make them like they used to. Clayton Keller getting some all-star assembly and a hidden colorways behind that, which would be Quentin Byfield. Waiting for Byfield to make that jump. I'm waiting for him to really make that pop. And I've got to wonder, with Kopitar going but Panarin coming in, if this is now going to be Byfield's time to really step up. And Yvonne, you are correct, Moami. Carbonneau was a great face-off guy, he says. I think we're figuring that out more and more. Every team needs a Kevin Stenlund. Every team needs that guy who, he's not going to go put up 20 goals even, but he needs to win face-offs, right? You need a fourth-line guy who can get you close to 60%. Nate Mack, Halifax's second favorite son. Some more colorways with Lil Gouda, Trevor Zegras, and Anaheim jersey. And some synergistic duos. Don't Bring Me Down. Roop. Pay Hints. And Stank. Logan Stankoven. Our final pack in our opening synergy. Our opening appetizer, if you will. Ron Francis. He's in a Hartford jersey. That, of course, will go to Carolina as we follow the trend of where those teams would have ended up. Vasilevsky here. And Bradley Nadeau, your local fella. Bradley Nadeau, starting your engines up from Edmundston, I believe. Old Brad. And that is your synergy. So we will hastily move over now to 23-24 Trilogy. We have 6 packs, with 4 cards per. Trilogy can give some absolute boomers. A few weeks ago, we pulled out of 3, the facsimile pucks that they signed, and it was of Marco Casper. So an RPA for Casper. It was absolutely gorgeous. Those facsimile pucks are a big one. This was the last year that they made Trilogy. It will come back at some point, but they kind of rebranded the Trilogy product and made some of the inserts, put them into Extended. Aloha to you, Hunter. Who gets this one? Mosey, you're out there. Mosey, this box flip is for you. We appreciate you. Alonso, time for Trilogy. Readjust your thinking. 23-24 now. And any of you folks who have big 24-25 teams, don't get discouraged. We've got a couple bigger 25-26 boxes. Specifically with credentials, I can certainly still hit even if they're not rookies. Taylor Radish, your opening base. Everybody's favorite televangelist, Luca Evangelista, with your rookie renditions. We have Ty Carte going to Seattle. Out of 699 is number 608. If you have number 608, I'll give you 3 prizes. Why? Because I'm convinced no one has 608. And finishing off, Johnny Hockey right behind that. Hard to believe that Johnny Hockey has, there's a stat line in 22-23. Perhaps you would like to see it. I mean, obviously he's still playing at an excellent clip. Ignore the minus 33. I don't think that one's quite as much of his fault. Considering minus 33 only brought his career down to plus 52. Hard to believe that was only a couple of years ago. Sometimes you hear like, hey, do you remember this? That happened 10 years ago. It feels like it happened with old Johnny Hockey a while ago, but he is missed. Shuffles. Dougie. My Dougie. Doug Gilmore with the Generations. There are 3 cards in total, boop, 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 that make up the entire Generations across. Simon Edvinson, 80 of 299. If you have number 80, you know what to do. Plop him right there. And your final base card is Anders Lee. What up, Trevor? Trevor tried to play a cheeky prank on me at the Halifax Expo. I never actually have met Trevor face-to-face until the Expo. And his goal was to essentially come in and cause me all kinds of grief, not knowing who he was. He was going to come in and say like, oh, this is overpriced, and oh, you got $100 on that, would you take $15? And he was just going to see how long that I would go. And thank God for old Scott in Halifax. He ruined the prank pretty early for poor Trevor. And Adam was there too, so there you go. A couple fellows it was nice to put a face to. Aloha to you, Adam. Seth Jones into Dylan Strome. That is the end of your Generations. Bobby McMahon, 58 of 299. That will go to the Maple Leafs. And Elias Pettersson, the final base card from there. We will continue. Awful quiet group here today. Is everybody up late? I'm not judging. It was a Saturday night. Owen Power, sophomore card for him. Get a little bit of focus on the old Sabre. And there's your first hit of the day. Samuel Bolduc, 46 of 499, getting the swatch action. That is a rookie card for him as well. So that will get the Islanders on the board. Of course, we want a little bit more for the Isle. We want a Schaefer, but we're not there quite yet. Aiden McDonough, 430 of 799. No, not J.D. McDonough, or J.D. McFunko Pop, as someone would call him in the WWE, but Aiden McDonough. 2 packs remain here for Trilogy. Nick Schmaltz. And he is following us around, and that is a great name to follow you around. So Mirko Kasper here. Lucky number 13 is the number that we're looking for. The Red Wings, 28. That goes to Adam. There you go. Adam closed out the break here for me yesterday, and getting rewarded very early. That is a rookie auto for Mirko Kasper. Again, 13 of 249. So we'll put that one right front row center for the time being. We have me, Billy Sweezy. Sounds like a rapper. And AM34 as well. AM34. Thank you, Yvonne. You're always so positive. I appreciate you. Yvonne, you got to start watching the breaks even if you don't participate. I miss your power of positivity. This pack is... Holy moly, that one is sealed up. And the go-home pack, we have Mika Zibanejad and Jake Gitzel as your 2 base. Erik Karlsson in your final insert. Perhaps you would like some focus. Your final insert. Jonathan Marchessault. That is a blue parallel out of only 99. So 84 of 99. If anyone has number 84, you know what to do. That will go to Vegas. Tanner. So Tanner is on the board with a short print Marchessault as well. And just like that, that is your Trilogy. That was not a bad box of Trilogy. An auto, a swatch, a few shorty prints, it was decent. We're going to transition now to Artifacts, 25-26. Once again, if you guys want a little bit more higher end, which again, we went a little bit more, we did some new stuff, like credentials. I don't think we've ever done, period. We've done older years, but we may have done one on release day kind of thing. The other thing is that next week, if you didn't catch it, 2 of the brand new Ultimate, 1 23-24 Premier, 25-26 O-Pee-Chee Platinum, and 22-23 SP Authentic. Hunter would like 2 spots. I will put you in, my friend. Hunter M, 2 spots. Thank you, Hunter. Appreciate you. And you will definitely be involved in the first liners draw taking place next Sunday. Speaking of, Hunter, this is for you. Baboosh. So yeah, much more higher end with less boxes and less cards next week. The Platinum will allow us a little bit of time, a little bit of ripping, but overall, those 2 Ultimate and the Premier. Premier is a guaranteed patch auto, and it is Connor Bedard year as well, so the potential is overflowing. Cole Perforati, as some call him, but his name's Cole Perfetti, Owen Tippett, and Quinnigan. And your insert is Sean Monahan. That will give you the Platinum Sparkle parallel, 72 of 99. Perhaps you would like to see it. There she is, Sean Monahan. There you go. A little short printing gets kicked off. Adam, I see you, my friend. We will get Adam down here for 2. 2 spots. And if anybody else wants to join in for next week, let us know. And try to give some suggestions, guys. Like Fredgie went out of his way to really kind of be like, hey, here's what I'm thinking. I'd like to do this. I'd like to do that. I think some guys would like that. Just because somebody says, like, oh, we should do this, doesn't mean we're going to do it. But at the same time, the breaks are for you guys. So if that's the type of stuff that you like those Ultimates and Premiers, and you really want to focus on, maybe a quicker break, not as many cards, but more hits, we can do that. So I definitely want to hear everybody's opinions and such as we go. Hunter says he bought one of those Leaf boxes while I'm going to assume that says in, got a Bobby Hall auto and a Kirk McLean auto. That's pretty solid. Amazing that they still got Bobby Hall autos out there, eh? Like, it's no different than when I see Gordie Howe, and it's like, I wonder how many sheets of stickers they got for old Gordie. JJ Paterka is there. Gold Caulfield, thanks for sharing, Hunter. Mikhail Sergachev, and we have a bounty card. So we are actually going to look this up immediately. The checklist for the bounty is now out. That is the gold jersey. Let's see. Artifacts. Well, let's do this. We're going to look at the checklist right now. Artifacts, checklist, redemption. There are 2 checklists if you go on the Beckett website. One is the regular one, and one is the actual rookie redemption checklist. And we will go over this together as soon as my screen loads. And there's me in all of my glory. Hi, everyone. Come on, Beckett. You're killing me. You're killing me. We're live, Beckett. Let's do another pack while that loads. Stupid Beckett. Thinks you're better than me. Philip Hornick. And a beautiful clear cut there behind that. Riker Evans, which sounds like a prison in Arkham City. Arturi Lekkonen and Nazem Kadri as well. So a nice little Riker Evans clear cut with somebody looking over his shoulder. Beckett, you've still not loaded. Perhaps we should try this one more time. If anybody else has better success, go on the Beckett website and see if you can find that rookie redemption. Because it is giving me all sorts of grief right now. Our back card is Brandon Carlo with the Maple Leafs, Matthias Ekholm. And there is a swatch for Willie Eklund that's going to San Jose. That goes to Downtown Dale Triggs. And he gets himself on the board with a William Eklund game-used swatch. So pas too shabby on that end for you, Dale. And I want to fall in love. There we go. Let's see here. So rookie redemption 4. We're looking for the gold jersey. There we go. That is literally the card that we are looking to find right there. Which is right beside me. And V1 is Berkeley Catton. So Catton is a decent hit for the Kraken, especially. He was a big deal with the junior team with Canada. Granted, would you rather a Schaefer or a Seneca? Yeah, that remains to kind of be argued, if you will. But it will be a Berkeley Catton. So that will go to Seattle. Literally, to redeem it, super duper easy. Seattle goes to Hunter. You literally just go to the website or call them. Scratch off that little thing, put the code in, they'll send you the card, and you should get the card within a couple weeks. They already have all the redemptions done now, so it's literally just a matter of waiting for that stuff to come in. So that will go to the Seattle Kraken, and as Jake wants to call their fans, Crackheads, which it feels a little on the nose, but nonetheless a nice hit. Morgan Frost, your first base. Newest Florida Panther and oldest Florida Panther, Jacob Markstrom, Swaggy, and Joel Eriksson Ek. That will be out of 699 for the Eriksson Ek going to the Minnesota Wild. 1, 2, 3 packs remain, and then we're going to get into some more of the guarantees. We're going to be seeing a lot more ink after this Artifacts box. We do have a hit, or a swatch it appears. Your back card will be Monty, Stanley Cup champion in 23-24, the Florida Panthers. Dylan Strome. Oh, well. Oh, there you go. There you go, Dalo. Sipa Badla. The gold material Celebrini, literally the belle of the ball. 257 of 299 on the gold material. A couple beautiful teal pieces in there. I believe that was game use. Yeah, game use as well. And very nice hit for you, Dale. Obviously, the William Eklund right beside it, but the Celebrini, that'll definitely pay for your break this week. There's no doubt in my mind. Second-year Celebrini stuff, we did an SPX one time, and we pulled a card out of, I think, $3.99, and it was worth like $40, and the one at a $1.99 was worth like $80. It was just absolutely banana sandwiches. But Macklin Celebrini, and again, anytime you can find a Celebrinals, it is a good day. So congrats to you, Downtown Dale Trades. Our first liner. Dale cleaning house as always. Yeah, well, if you said that to him, he'd probably disagree with you. But Dale is one of my oldest and most consistent break supporters, joining the likes of guys like Trevor and Alex and those type of beautiful people. Dale's, I don't know if he's missed more than one break over the last year and a half or so. So definitely nice to have Dale on the board. Brett Clark. Boop. Owen Power. Andrei Svechnikov. And a ruby red for Monty. Did you know he won the Stanley Cup in 23-24, the Florida Panthers? No? Now you know twice. Number 3. That's the number we're looking for. If you have number 3, you know what to do, my friends. Come up and collect your prize. And finally, our last artifact pack. We did hit a redemption. We did hit our 2 swatches. Let's see if there's anything hanging out in the final. Kevin Korchinski and Keandre Miller are your base. I need a Miro. Heiskanen. And finally, the bread man, Artemi Panarin. That goes to the Rags. And that is one of the beautiful lime green that are not green at all. I remember Trevor said when he bought his case, I think you said half of them were green, half of them weren't. I'm not sure I've actually seen one that is green. The only green on here is the numbering on the back, ironically enough. But 45 is the number we're looking for. If you have number 45, please come up and collect your prize. So from here, we will go back in the Wayback Machine, in the TARDIS, if you will. Any Macklin is good, Macklin is correct, Trevor. 21-22, Spa. Now, brief disclaimer up front. This product is... Oh, Alex had number 3. Boop, boop. Ah. Well, Alex, félicitations for getting number 3. Hopefully you like this feed. If not, I'm watching you. But for being a first liner, you qualify for the premium prize, and you will get a 25-26 Parker's Hobby Pack on the house. Those are about $20 after tax, so that just goes right to you, my friend. Any other first liner who gets their number on a prize, you will get a 23-24 OPG Platinum Retail Pack. As well. And do keep in mind, if you're not a first liner, we'll still give you a prize. It just may not be as nice as what the first liners get, because that's the way it's supposed to be. So congrats to you, Alex. Baboosh. Perfect. Excuse me. Alright. Back to work. So, disclaimer. 21-22 is on my shelf right now at a discounted price. It was a discounted price because it was tariff-free and there was a few things that allowed us to reorder it. It does have expired redemptions. If we find a redemption, I will at least give you one of these to make up for it. But go to the Upper Deck website or call them. If you do try to redeem it, they'll put you in a draw. Basically a raffle. You're very welcome, Alex. Of course, my friend. They'll put you in a draw for some usually pretty big prizes. Like, we're usually talking about like Draisaitl autographs and that type of thing. They're not going to honor it. I'm just going to be straight up with you. They're not going to honor the redemption. The odds of a redemption are definitely going to be rare. And again, its counterpart is over $100 more expensive than this year's. So that is a little part of the trade-off. Right, a little bit cheaper, 2 autographs per box on average. It's 21-22. It's your Cole Caulfield year, your Red Wing kids. I mean, I could go on. You've got Byfield, Swayman, McTavish, Lundell, Sillinger, Perfetti, the Newhook, Mercer, Ziggy. You've got Jarvis, Paterka, etc., etc., etc. But I just want to get that clear, I should say, right off of the hop, if anybody's looking at that. Sean, I think you're out there somewhere. This flip is off the ceiling and for you. Don't tell Mike that I hit his ceiling. He already hits me enough as it is. I won't show you my belt marks across my back, but I'm sure you could just imagine it. Alrighty. Alright, Allons-y. Your 6 base cards are all going to be in the front for this year. So Seth Jones, Brock Besser, Braden Shen, Merton H's, Taylor Hall, and Clayton Keller. And we get some limited red, which is Payne for Tanner Jeannot. And Tanner Jeannot is just happy to be here, everybody. Just like I am to be hanging out with you. A bounty card for the Swayman. The Swayman. The idea of those is that there's typically 91 that they make. Once you collect all 91, you can scratch off the codes and redeem them, and they'll send you the other 9 cards to finish off the set. Cole Sillinger, SP Top Rookie. If you're one of the first 50 people to do the bounty, guess what? This happened 5 years ago, so you're not. But if you're one of the first 50 people, they'll actually send you the entire 100-card set, all numbered to 50. So the first guy's 1 of 50, the 10th guy's 10 of 50, etc. So it's pretty nice bounty. And Yvonne says, Kane's back with the Hawks, says he can't wait to play with Bedard. I love the signing for Chicago. Never mind the fact that he's back home and is good for, put some butts in the seats and whatever. A little 2-year deal is never going to hurt you. And if you do want to make a... Packing. If you do want to make an effort to try to give Bedard something, you hope you can sprinkle a little Kane dust on him, right? Mark Giordano, first ever captain of the Seattle Kraken. He was at Hockey Heroes in Moncton a couple years ago, and he was so blitzed that when I had him sign my puck, I asked him to put first captain on my Kraken puck, and he put first cap man. First cap man. Very nice guy. Very inebriated. Oh yeah, I just moved that die cut out of the way because I don't want to lose it. Patrick Kane with Chicago. Gio, Johnny Gibby, D-Lark, Lindholm, Wild Bill, and Sasha Barkov. Behind that, some limited red for Hugh B. Doobie Doo. I miss you every day. And an upside down unsigned future watch for Thomas Novak. Thomas Novak. 829 and 999. Don't be concerned, that will not replace the future watch that we are supposed to get in terms of the future watch auto. It should be one future watch auto per box on average. But yes, Chicago will get better. Spencer Knight is going to be their goalie. Obviously with Bedard there, the big thing there is can Bedard stay healthy. Chicago just seems to refuse to kind of like put guys with them though. Don't they? Like, shouldn't they be trying to go get some mercenaries and just try to fill out the roster best they can? Like, call up Seattle and see if you can get Jared McCann. Like, he can't be that expensive. Like, it feels like it's not that difficult, but maybe it is. Who knows? The man who's going to be the assistant coach, not this year, but next year for the Canadian junior team, Ryan Getzlaff. He was at Hockey Heroes as well. The man who shall not be named, Tristan Jarry, Roman Josi, and Jacob Voracek. Behind that, Mitchie Marner, limited red for Spencer Knight. That goes to Florida, and that is also a rookie card for him. Shane Pintendo, playing some Pintendo with Shane Pinto, rookie card pageantry, and Gregory Denisenko, a rookie for Florida. Trevor says, what do you think of your Panthers having every jackass in the league, Thomas? I think it's a lot better than being in the basement. I'll tell you that. Here's the thing. I'm no bandwagon fan here, and if you want to look in my my secondary camera, Trevor, this is what I feel about having every jackass in the league. I'm wearing a shirt that literally says The Rat Dynasty back-to-back champs with guys front row like Kachuk and Bennett and Marchand. Bobrovsky and Sasha there, if you weren't sure. So that's how I feel about that. How does that sound? I'm excited. I'm really pumped up. I hate the Kachucks, okay? Matthew, I can stomach. Matthew, I can work with, especially because with Matthew never came, they don't win. So winning solves everything. Brady's Brady. Let's just be real. Everybody's favorite Goonie, Brady Kachuk. I'm not purposely trying to take forever to open this pack. Good Lord. But it is interesting because they now have, I think it was last year, the top 3 guys in hits with Gudis, Hathaway, and somebody they already had. It might have been Bennett or somebody like that. But I'm awful excited. Their first game is going to be in Carolina to watch the banner being raised. So after back-to-back cups, disappointing year last year, full of injuries, whatever. The wheels are bound to fall off. They're going to get a little fire lit under them by seeing the Hurricanes lifting up the banner. So I love the moves that they made. I love it. We'll see what Markstrom can do. I think Akita Schmid is a nice little backup too. His numbers were quite nice in Vegas. Not just, save percentage goals against whatever, but like the actual kind of your Corsi numbers, if you will. Enough about me. Let's talk about this pack. Tiro Teravainen, Shuffles, McJesus, Anders Lee, and Chris Letang. Your final base card will be Tyler Seguin. Some limited red paint for Jack Hughes, who looks uninterested to be here. A bounty card for everybody's favorite lush Mark Giordano. And Hendrik Lapierre, the blue parallel for the SP top rookies. And yeah, with Gudis there as well. Gudis looking for some redemption. So Gudis obviously was a Panther. The famous clip of him yelling in... who was playing net for Toronto at the time? I can't even freaking remember. But Gudis was a part of the Panther team. There's a lot of Giordanos. That lost to Vegas in the finals. That was the year before they won back-to-back. So interesting that Gudis came back to almost kind of finish his story after getting overpaid and was made captain in Anaheim. But that's good too. Like, we added the captain from Anaheim. We added the captain from Ottawa. You already have guys like Barkov. Marchand was a captain in Boston. Like, you have all this leadership ability, and Paul Maurice knows how to channel that. Trevor, you take those words out of your mouth there. They do not need Evander Kane. Low, I was asked about the Panthers. Don't you start. Victor Hedman, Adam Fox, Nate Mack, but yes, I do love my Panthers. Brent Burns, Patrice Bergeron, and everybody's favorite Goonie, Brady Tkachuk. Limited Red with Gregory Denisenko, speaking of Florida. The Great 8 getting some pageantry, and Mark Giordano. He's a true leader. Is he? I guess. Let's see. Still no autos yet. We are halfway through. And no, I don't want Evander Kane at all, Trevor. Unless he wants to play on the 4th line and replace Cole Reinhardt, then that's fine. But, yeah, no. Florida's got the best 3rd line in the league, though, with Lundell, Luster, and Marchand, I'll tell you that. Philip Grubauer, Thomas Hurdle, Elvis Merzlikins, Kirill the Thrill, Victor Olofsson, and Nick Backstrom. You just said so many words so quickly, says Lowe. That is my job. I would be great on the radio, and I know how to talk very quickly, because I like to talk, and I got to get my words in. And if I talk really fast while I'm here, it takes 5 seconds, and you hear all these words I'm trying to get to. Braden Point, William Eklund, rookie, pageantry, going to Dalo, and Hendrix Lapierre back again. Hendrix is here, tell a friend, not the blue parallel, but goes well with the blue that we already drew. Mercer Show, the Nuge, the Breadman, the man fighting around the world, Jordan Binnington. I really thought he was going to go to Florida instead of Markstrom, but c'est la vie. Troy Terry, and former Moncton Wildcat Connor Garland. This card looks a little different. I'm going to assume that one is an autograph. So let's take a slow ride and see what we can find. Bonne chance tout le monde. I recognize those socks anywhere and those colors. It looks like we're going to Ottawa. Maybe no, it is Ottawa. Yeah, c'est pas bad, là. That is Josh Norris. That is a sophomore card for Josh Norris in his Ottawa uniform in this scenario. Let's see here. He's in Buffalo now. He got traded for the workhorse from Whitehorse, Dylan Cousins. Who has the Senators? Number 20, Alex. Well. There you go, Alex. There's a little sign of the time auto for Mr. Josh Norris. There's a quick peekaroo there at the back. Perhaps you would like some focus so you can actually read what it says. There you go. Ta-da! As said, sophomore card for him. Never a bad time to get a second-year card like that. Boop. And Philip Tomasino and David Ferentz. A couple rookie cards there for Smashville. That'll go to Sean, I believe, who was trying to get rid of Nashville, and look how good they treated you. One autograph has been found. There is still one more to go. Trevor, I know you asked about Florida. I am more interested... Okay, that's a lie. I'm interested in Florida. I am just as interested to see what Colorado does this year. After the year that they had and the complete and utter disappointment, it's a good thing McKinnon already has a cup, because if not, there would have been a ton of questions about can he do it and can he handle the pressure and all this other stuff. But the way that they got shellacked when they lost Makar, and then obviously Nate was hurt and whatever, I'm wondering what the Avs are going to do. I'm just happy they're out west, I'll tell you that. Stanley Cup rematch of 96, perhaps? Josh Bailey, Sebastian Aho, not to be confused with AEW's Riho, Braden Point, Chewy, Downtown Dale, Trade's favorite player in the whole wide world. We'll put that in front of your William Eklund just for you, Dale. Dougie Hamilton, my Dougie, and the highest scoring Dane in NHL history, and former Halifax Moosehead Nikolai Ehlers. Lucas Raymond, that is a limited red rookie card for the Red Wings, another Red Wing hit. Some pageantry for Brendan Gallagher, poor Galley, and Blake Wheeler is a true leader. 2 packs left. No future watch just yet. Jack Hughes, Hubie Doobie Doo, Markstrom, Pedersen, Suzuki, and Austin Matthews. There's a pretty good 6-man lineup right there. Some limited red as Payne for Sebastian Aho, some pageantry rookie for Cole Perfetti, and a blue parallel that is for the former Rookie of the Year Mo Sai, and that is a rookie card for Sider as well. There's a quick peek at the back. Another nice hit for the Red Wings. 1 pack to go, and gosh darn it, this better be our future watch, I tell ya. And interestingly enough, the card in the back goes well with the blue parallel. So a pair of Mo Sigers for the Wings. Excuse me. Whoop. Hallebuck. I said Hallebuck. Drake Batherson, Sid the Not-So Kid, the Great 8, Focus. Focus, baby. Kopi. And Vasi. And there is about as good news as we're going to look for out of 999 and some ink in the bottom. So we have successfully avoided a redemption. Your very back card is Kirill the Thrill. It's a sophomore card for Kaprizov. And let's take a peekaroo and see what we can find. Bonne chance à tout le monde. That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. I can work with that all day. Alex Newhook now in Montreal, but if you have the Colorado Avalanche, he is coming home with you. Colorado belongs to number 10, that is Hunter. Hunter, I know you got a nice little Carey Price shrine, if you will. I think that means you're a Montreal fan. So this card is pretty much in perfect hands. Beautiful Alex Newhook Future Watch. We can work with that all day. The man from Newfoundland, Newhook, really had a breakout season last year and looked absolutely excellent in the playoffs. He was playoff ready. There's no doubt about that. And then we got to try to figure out what we got to move here because we got some beautiful stuff. Sorry, Macklin has to stay up at the front. What if we put that there and we put that there? There we go. That works. Then we can kind of still see stuff. Ta-da! Hey, I also have those. Oh, you already have one? Even better. The only thing better than one is two, as they like to say. Let's see here. Give me just one quick moment. A very quick Sprite Zero break. Always delicious, Sprite Zero. And now we enter into the entree of the meal. And that will be Spagoo, Creds, and Black Diamond. Let's go to Spagoo first. Then we'll go to Credentials, and we'll go to Black Diamond. Then we can go home on those. I will remind you very, very, very quickly, our Rip and Ship does not have a specific promo code, but if you do want to take part in the Rip and Ship, we will do it. You just have to go to the website, order whatever you want. We'll rip anything. If you can't find Pitch Black Pokemon, go on the website. I got them. We'll open Pokemon for you. You want to do Disney? You want to do golf? You want to do soccer? You want to do baseball, basketball, football? Or you just want to stick to the good-old hockey side of things? Whatever you can find on the website, we will rip here for you. And if not, that's no big deal either. Very worst-case scenario, we leave the stream open for an extra 2 minutes, and then we shut her down, and we all go home, and we enjoy our day. The end. So never any pressure there, of course. And Dennis, if you want an SPX, I still have a couple of them left. 25, 26. 25, 26. One pack, 9 cards, 4 hits per. Auto, mem, tech, obviously RPAs and patch autos, whatever. Very heavy focus on the 4 nations this year. And draft day marks. So draft day marks are the actual letterman that you can make. So for example, if it was Schaefer, you can find the different letters, and they make 35 of each letter, and then they sign each one of those as well. Chunky pack. Holy Moses. Oh yeah, I gotta throw this up in the air for somebody, don't I? Bob, you're out there. Hopefully enjoying the break with Montreal. We can continue on that. This box flip is for you. Alrighty. Let's see here. A little sneak peek. So one very thick card in the back. Couple kind of 75 points there in the middle. Once we get going, the first chunk of cards will be base cards, of course, and then we'll see what we can find past that. But again, a heavy 4-nation focus, so some of these ones are quite banging. Taro Vinen gets the Blackhawks rolling, and let's see what we can find. Mike Modano, great. Yep, I got to agree with that. Screw you, Mike Babcock, for not giving 1,500 games, but, you know, it's whatever. John Farinacci, authentic rookies with Beantown. And some new grooves with Colton Dock. Oh, is his brother that guy? Yes, of course. The league is full of nepotism. 190 is the number that we're looking for there. And we'll start to slow ride a little bit. White bucket. I think it says 23. That might be Swaggy. It is not. It is Joachim Kamel. It is a nice little Nashville hit. It is a rookie card there. And once again, I do believe Sean had Nashville. Yes, he does. So that is Sean rolling with Smashville. Alright, so I'm going to show the very back card here now, just to get it out of the way because it's thin. That is going to be Pasta with the red parallel. And now the next four, or the next few I should say, should be hit. So your Kamel would be a hit with the New Groove short print. And we will continue. Banner Years with Nick Foligno. You know, these would be nice cards if they had a better part of the banner. You know what I mean? Like, these are banners that they actually used at the Winter Classic. They just take them down when they're done, cut them up, put them in a card, and Bob's your uncle. But, like, you know, I mean, they are banners by legal definition. Hiding behind that one. Man, I saw teal and a 7. And I almost pooped my pants. Willie Eklund, another San Jose hit for Downtown Dale Trites, who was here earlier but seems oddly quiet. Very suspicious. Everybody check your garage and your garbage bags for Dale. See if he's hiding there. And the final card, which seems to be quite nice. If this is an auto, this could be quite the boomer. Let's find out who we've got. This is the thick one. I saw the patch, and just the patch alone is pretty sick. Blue, dark, well, let's call it black, dark blue, light blue, and then some white under, so nice 3-color patch. Oh my god, I love it. Oh, it's Baby Berkey. I love it. Oh. Massive hit for Florida. I have made it very clear that, and people call me crazy, and I don't care. If Winnipeg would have said, hey, we'll trade you Connor Hellebuck for Anton Lundell straight up, I would have hung the phone up on him. I would have said, no, it's not happening. But that goes to Florida, and that goes to Donnie. And Donnie, holy Moses. That is an absolute beaut of a card. Number 4, somebody said number 4 earlier, I think. Tanner? Maybe? Whoever's out there, if you had number 4, put in the comments, say, hey, I had number 4. Wow. That is an absolute beaut. For Lundy, how about that? That is a stunner. As a Panther fan, I approve. And there is your SP game used, my friends. Tanner did have number 4. That's lovely. Let's put Lundy front row. Let's retire Chewy. And I don't know. Let's move the colorways. Let's do this. And let's do this. Excellent. So Tanner, you have a 23-24 Peachy Platinum pack coming to you because you are a first liner. Let me mark you down real quick. And once again, folks, if you want to get into next week's break, all you got to do is let me know. You can tell me right now. We would love to have you in. What's old Dalo saying? Sorry, was taking down the tent and slightly drying as I'm hungover from a big pool party yesterday. Listening, though. Well, that totally works. Jason had number 4 as well. And Jason, you are in the break, I believe. And between you and I, Jason, if you haven't already, if you can fire me a quick EMT just to cover off the break, I'll be able to close my invoice. But I will get you a pack of cards here as well. So Jason, not a first liner, not yet anyway, you're 2 breaks away from it. You will be getting a prize as well. We'll work out exactly what that is in the wash. Back to work. We are going to Credential Town 25-26, becoming more and more of a favorite. It was kind of the redheaded stepchild for the first few years that it existed. Then they added a guaranteed auto, and then they really started to soup it up. 2525 is a number on the box if you guys are superstitious. And if your favorite number is 25, it's twice as nice. We continue. Loop. 8 packs, half a dozen cards per. And then we get to go home with our Black Diamond Rip as well. Kajuk. Andrew, this is for you. Hunter, don't be greedy. Let's hit a McCarr auto. All these poor folks out there that haven't hit yet, and you just want more, more, more. Oh, there's McCarr there. All right. Once again, should be 1 auto per box on Av. And by Av, I mean average. We haven't done credentials in a long time. And similar to Synergy, I love even the base cards with just that big logo there in the background. McTavish, Spencer Knight in Chicago. Defined success. Are they asking him to define success? Because he looks terrified at the thought to even have to think about success. But former Rookie of the Year, Matty Beniers, was another hit for Seattle. And this is a little anticlimactic. The last man to score on Marc-Andre Fleury, granted it wasn't preseason, Luca Delbel-Boulouz, who's one of the funnest names of the year. Number 2, anybody out there is number 2, you know what to do. 2 of 15. And it may not seem like, oh my goodness, it's a huge hit. I mean, I bet Kelly's happy because Columbus was getting fairly skunked there early, and to be able to come back with an auto is very nice. And out of only 15, that is a rookie auto for him. So hopefully there's some other decent stuff as we got McDavid and Ekholm here. As again, never like getting the auto very first. Again, it does kind of anticlimactic a little bit. Trevor, I agree with you completely, my friend. There's your peekaroo at the back, as I did not show you that already. Perhaps you'd like some focus. There you are. Look at Delbel-Boulouz. Move over Shakir Mukhamadullin. 24-25 is the year on that, so that would have been an update. He would not have signed in time. He was too busy scoring on Marc-Andre Fleury. No one has number 2? You guys all pick like number 4 and like 73, but no one has number 2. Interesting. You're 1 away, Hunter. I think you had number 1. Alright, see what other fun stuff we can find. Junior card there for Tyson Forrester and Jack Eichel. And when I say junior, I mean third year in the college, sophomore, senior setup, not an actual junior card. Standing on their head is a goalie, not standing on his head. Is Igor Shesterkin that goes with the Rangers. And behind that, Isaac Howard. There's a short print of 999 and his number 777. If you're playing the slots, you have one. And if not, then you didn't. Quentin Byfield and Stu Skinner. Is the other base. Luke Hughes, also a junior card for him. Jacob Markstrom, the newest Florida Panther. And oldest. Not a lot of people knew that he was drafted by Florida originally. He was there forever. Don't bring me down, Root. Pay Hintz, front row talent. And he's not in the front row, he's on the ice. Michael Brensing-Nygaard, who had quite the showing at the Worlds for Norway. He showed up and immediately just started knocking goals in left and right. That is number 55 of 99. If anybody out there is Larry Murphy's number 55, you have won a prize. And if not, at the very least, it is yet another hit for Adam and the Red Wings. And then we have Roddy and Logan Cooley are the base. Evan Rodriguez, you will be missed. He was a nice little spark plug, but he's too good to be playing on the fourth line, so he'll get a lot more playing time in Jersey. Former St. John Sea Dog, Thomas Chabot. I'm going to assume Jake Sanderson is going to be their next captain, but Chabot is definitely a considered. Kevin Korchinski is there. Behind that, Defined Success featuring Tyler Toffoli. So the success is finding a new team every 3 years. There is Jonathan Lederamaki with some sparks of greatness. That is wow, that's a nice looking card. That's a really nice looking card. It's got kind of like that glitter effect to it. Not specifically numbered. Still a nice little hit for the up-and-coming Swedish Canuck forward. Tiny Tage and Dustin Wolf are the base. We now move over to the next half of our credential rip. Pettersson, the Kairu Kangaroo, defined success with Travis Konecny. His success was being the Penguins in the first round. And if I was Konecny's camp, I'd be like, you couldn't pick a better photo. I get he's looking down if you look, but it looks like he's just having a nap, doesn't it? Neon Leon. Team tags. Get it? Tag in a wall. It's like graffiti. But there's Draisaitl, Jake Getzel, and Kiefer Sherwood as well. Old Draisaitl. Panthers looking pretty good considering they got one guy making $10 million. That's Barkov, and everybody else takes less than that. And as I'm fond of reminding people, you're an Oiler fan, you can only get so upset when Draisaitl looks over at the wing and he sees Vasily Podkolzin instead of, you know, a guy who can actually help him score kind of thing. And it's like, well, you took all the money, so I mean, that's kind of the thing that's going to be dealing with Anaheim now. Are they going to be able to sign Cutter Gauthier? Who knows? Shesterkin, Charlie McAvoy. Front row talent, once again, already on the ice, is willy-nilly. Oof, there's a nice little clear cut there. We'll check that one out in a sec. Kucherov and Adrian Kempe. That is Nazem Kadri, a clear cut out of only 99. This little piece of paper they accidentally put in that clear cut box has been absolutely phenomenal. Number 12. If you have Hubert, who's, I guess he was 11 and 10. Doesn't wear 12. I used to wear 12. But nobody cares about that. Yeah, so there's a nice little hit there for Calgary, certainly. 2 packs remain. Hopefully everyone's having a lovely Sunday. We do try to aim to keep the breaks entertaining. We try to make them last about an hour. As I like to say, you can go to supper, you can go to a movie, or you can come watch a break and something in your hands after and hopefully have a laugh or two. Come on, you. Oh, Dale hit 12. All right, Dale, I'll loop back around to you. That is good, because if we would have hit number 4, you always pick 4. So that would have been, excuse me, that would have been a pain for you. I'll write you down there. What's the price? Jacob Slavin, Bedsy, to find success with Sebastian Aho. There's some success. Yeah, I guess you can't argue that anymore. Cam Lund with San Jose, 628 of 999. Matchbox 20 and Matt Boldy are there as well. And Dalo Green, you will receive a 23-24 O-Pee-Chee Platinum Retail Pack on the house because you are a first liner. And I hope you guys aren't getting seasick. I'm just trying to fix my camera that I accidentally clipped. So Dale, congratulations to you. Free prizes again, I'm telling you. You guys show up and I just give stuff away. Can't help myself. Don't tell the boss or I'll have to stop giving stuff away. 1 to go. 1 pack left. Last pack magic. Let's see. D-Gun. I like how this logo has the trademark and the other ones don't. Will Smith, sophomore card for him. Hey, another nice hit for San Jose. Michael Misa, sensational youth. That is a rookie card for Misa, former 2nd overall pick. And the blue parallel for Connor McMichael, who just signed for big money in Sweet St. Louis. 46 of 199. If you have number 46, you have 1. Steven Stamkos, and yet another Sebastian Aho. And that is your credentials. It's going to be interesting after next week when we see all these big boxes, right? 2 Ultimate, 1 Premier, Platinum, and a Spa, compared to all the stuff we did, to kind of go apples to apples and say, okay, which one made out better? Was it better to do quality? Was it better to do quantity? Which way do you go about it? And again, this is not to say that these are not quality. Well, the reality is 2 SP Authentic is the price of 1 Premier. So at the end of the day, SP Authentic, you could buy 180 cards and 2 SPAs and get 4 autos, or do 1 Premier, the Baby Cup, 6 cards, guaranteed patch auto, guaranteed auto, other 2 swatches. Apples to apples is certainly a tough decision. And I think you're just going to continue to shake it up. I get everything, I get a lot of opinions, which I love, and I want to have continue. Some people want a lot of stuff. Some people want to make sure everybody gets something, that type of thing. Other people are much more different. Some people wait and they only do the cup. They only want to do the cup. That's it. You let me know if you're doing the cup. I'm perfectly happy to pay $80 a team to see if one of those 6 cards ends up being my team. Other guys are different. So make sure you share your opinions because, again, I'm a broken record. That's what I do. But the breaks are for you guys. They're not for me. I don't care what we do. If you guys want to do 8 SP Authentic, let's do it. You want to do a case of blasters, let's do it. It does not matter to moi. Box number 43. For all you superstitious people out there. You beautiful superstitious people. Fredgie, this is for you. Alright. By the way, free spot giveaway will go up at 5 o'clock. So similar to last week. There you go, Hunter. I appreciate that. So Hunter mentioning ingrained. So I have only one regular ingrained left, so it would be ingrained icons if we went that route. But I have zero issue throwing some ingrained icons into the next break. Oof, that's a pretty good start. Super Mario. What is that? Of only 75. Caulfield's old 21 of 75. Beautiful hit there for the Penguins. One of. Easy, I would say. Well, you know, he's on the Mount Rushmore of hockey. I think it's pretty obvious, and most people would assume Gretzky, Lemieux, Orr, and Gordy. I know some people who would argue that Mario was better than Gretzky. Just saying. That goes to Trevor. And we have 3 chunky monkeys here. So let's see what's hiding here behind Mario. Oof. Yikes. Well, it's an Islander hit. Aturati. I can't tell if he actually wrote his name or if he just kind of like spelled it and connected everything. I don't hate it. I like that he put his full name. 28 of 65. That goes to the Islanders. Still a bunch of thick ones there yet to go, of course. We'll put O'Reilly there. Great empty spot for auto. Marco Rossi. The beautiful sunrise in Minnesota. That is a rookie card for Rossi. He's now in Vancouver, but a stunning patch. Essentially, you collect all 9, you make the puzzle, and then you see the entire logo that would be in those 9. We continue. Wow. There's a patch. There's a beautiful 4-color 23 of 25 for KFC. Kyle freaking Connor. That goes to Whiny Peg, who whined their way to a team. And Trevor, you were getting skunked, and you got a nice couple cards out of the Black Diamond. So the Mario and the Kyle Connor. We should definitely take a closer look at some of this stuff. Holy Moses. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, right, Michelle? Like, that is filthy. That is filthy. We'll do this. And we'll move that there. And we'll take a little bit of a closer look at the corner. Quick peek there at the back. Ta-da! Game used, of course. Premium relics, I'll say. That is a stunning card. Clearly obvious there where it comes down to the logo. You can see where that would have came from. Actually, there. That make more sense? But yeah, 23 of 25. Gorgeous Kyle Connor. Put him right there. And do this so we can actually see it. This was just acting as my blanket for the next one. There are 2 cards left, and then we are all fini. Keep in mind, if you want to do that rip and ship, we can do that. 2-time Stanley Cup champion and downtown Dale Trake's favorite player in the whole wide world, Chewy! Complete with mouth guard. 259 of 299 on the Diamond Stars. And your final card. It's the final card now. I think it's bedtime, too. We've got Kuz. Andrei Kuzmenko Exquisite out of only 25. That is number 12 of 25. Alex, you had number 12, right? That's what got you the Parkhurst pack before? Correct me if I'm wrong. Because if you had 12, I will give you an O-Pee-Chee Platinum pack on the house as well for hitting a second time. That is a beautiful card. I don't understand how he can't find a team. I don't get it. He can be such a good goal scorer in the NHL, but old Kuzmenko. But again, very, very nice. 12 of only 25 on the Kuz. And that is it, my friends. Once again, stick around if you do want to do the rip and ship, as we're going to be keeping this feed. The free spot giveaway, once again, will go up automatically at 5 o'clock. I'm going to do it. I'm going to schedule it. And it'll be done at 5, so make sure you come back to the Facebook page at 5 to see if you got the free spot. Basically, if you had a spot in this break, you get a chance at a freebie for next week. But in addition to the Kuz, we have the Samuel Borduc, we have Luca Del Belbaluz out of only 15, the Aturati out of 65, the nice Marco Casperado out of 249. We also had the Sign of the Times, Dale, you had 12. Okay, Dale, I'll get you 2 prizes there, amigo. Even though you've already got so much else. Josh Norris, and these little Lane Hudson Rook, the William Eklund swatch, the beautiful card for Dale Trites, the Celebrini double swatch, the patch that cannot be beaten, Marco Rossi, until you see Kyle freaking Connor, and you see that beautiful 4-color Michael Jordan's 23. We, of course, have Alex Newhook, and the first star of the night, yeah, I'm biased, I don't care, it's my break, I can do what I want. Lundy, 4 of only 5 on the 3-color swatch. Game used from the 4 nations. And an absolute beaut. Event used, same thing. It was technically not a game, it was an event. But signed, of course, for Lundell. And that is that, my friends. We will now take a very quick peek. Dale, I'll put ×2 on your Platinum pack. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that we probably don't have any rip and ship pending, as no one has mentioned anything. But we will take a look regardless, and as mentioned, if there is anything at all on that website that you're looking to have done, you just got to let us know, and we'd be happy to rip whatever you want. My intern is over here watching me looking for those cards. Cards should be ready by the end of the day, one would have to imagine. You're very welcome at them. And give me one moment, because if we don't have any pending orders, we're just going to wrap it up. So, I guess that's about it. Questions, comments, concerns, recipes? What should I have for supper tonight, everyone? Any suggestions? That is it. So we are done, mes amis. Thank you again for coming into the break. Make sure you tune in next week where we rip a whole slew of premium products. Again, 2 Ultimate, a Premier, Platinum, and a trip to the spa as well. And for the meantime and in between time, as per the usual, keep a stick on the ice.